Hello crafters, Trisa from Anjurisa here. I'm excited to share a fantastic project with you today. A dual zip pouch. This handy little pouch is perfect for keeping all your essentials organized. And the best part, you can totally customize it with your favorite fabrics. In this tutorial, I'll guide you through creating a medium-sized pouch. If you're looking for different sizes, be sure to check out my Etsy through the link in the description below. So grab your sewing supplies and let's get started. We'll use different fabrics to help you easily differentiate the pieces. Let's start by looking at the outer fabric and lining fabric. Refer to the pattern to identify the pieces I will mention later. We'll need a larger piece of outer fabric. Fold it in half to find the center. Then make a small notch to mark it. This center mark will help align all the pieces perfectly. Next, we'll need another smaller piece of outer fabric. Do the same. Fold it in half and make a small notch to mark the center. Now prepare a larger piece of lining fabric and mark the center as well. I'm using soft canvas for the outer fabric and cotton for the lining fabric. Use any fabric that fits your style and preference. For the smaller lining pieces, we'll need 2 of them. Additionally, we'll need 2 7-inch zippers. Fold each zipper in half and make a small notch to mark the center. If you want to add a label, prepare one now. Optionally, if you're using a soft fabric for the outer part of your pouch and want to give it some extra structure, you can add interfacing. I'm using iron-on interfacing for this tutorial. Simply place the glue side of the interfacing onto the wrong side of our outer fabric pieces. Following the manufacturer's instructions, iron the interfacing in place according to the recommended heat setting for your fabric type. If your outer fabric is already thick and sturdy, you can skip using interfacing and move on to the next step, attaching the first zipper. First, lay out a larger lining fabric piece with the right side facing up. Grab your zipper, aligning the center marks. Make sure the zipper pull is positioned on the right side for easy opening and closing of the final pouch. Next, place the larger fabric of outer fabric on top with the right side facing down. We'll sew all these pieces together. I'll be using a zipper presser foot throughout this project. This special foot helps us sew nice and close to the zipper teeth. Here's a handy trick for sewing zippers. Sew about halfway, then leave the needle down. Lift the presser foot, slide the zipper pull to the other side. Put the presser foot back down and continue sewing. This technique ensures a straight line of stitching right next to the zipper. Once you finish sewing the zipper in place, flip the fabric over so the right sides are facing up. When pressing near the zipper, gently press away from the zipper teeth to make sure the zipper glides smoothly. Now let's add a top stitch along the edge of the fabric. This creates a clean finish and secures the seam. Alright, with the first side of the zipper sewn, let's flip the fabric over. Now we'll take the lining fabric and carefully fold it over the zipper towards the other side. Make sure the lining fabric stays folded. Then flip the entire thing back over again. Double check that the center marks on the fabric and zipper still line up perfectly. Now place the smaller piece of outer fabric on top with the right side facing down. This creates another zipper sandwich, just like before. We'll sew all 3 layers together to secure this side of the zipper as well. Once you've sewn the second layer of the zipper sandwich, fold the outer fabric over. Now you can top stitch along the edge of the fabric for a nice finished look. While canvas fabric doesn't wrinkle as easily, feel free to give it a quick press before top stitching if you want an extra polished finish. With both sides sewn and top stitched, your first zipper is securely attached. Your fabric will look like this. Now let's move on to the next step. Attaching the second zipper. Grab the smaller lining fabric piece. Place it with the right side facing up. Now take your zipper and lay it on top, making sure the center marks align perfectly. Just like before, the zipper pull should be positioned on the right side for smooth opening and closing. This time, we'll use some handy fabric clips to hold everything in place securely. For a clean finish, let's fold the raw edge of the zipper tape at the end towards the back side. Use another fabric clip to secure this fold in place. This will help create a nice professional looking edge. Time to sew this part. Use a smaller seam allowance than usual, and once we sew the outer fabric on later, these stitches will be invisible from the outside. Now grab the previous fabric piece we made earlier, place it with the right side facing down, and sew this part together. Flip the fabric over so the right sides are facing up. Give the lining fabric a good press. This will help smooth out any wrinkles before we top stitch. If you enjoy creating this dual zip pouch and found this tutorial helpful, consider subscribing to my channel for more fun sewing projects. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so you never miss a new video. Now, let's repeat this process on the other side of the zipper. Place the lining fabric piece with the right side facing up and place the zipper on top. Use those handy clips again to secure everything in place if needed. Just like before, for a clean finish, fold the raw edge of the zipper end towards the back side. Use another fabric clip to secure this fold. Use a smaller seam allowance again here to keep those stitches hidden once we attach the outer fabric. Simply fold the outer fabric towards the zipper. Then sew this part. Flip the fabric over and once again, give the lining fabric a good press. You may need to unzip the zipper to easily top stitch along the edge of the fabric. Both zippers are sewn nicely. So it's time to sew the pouch. Unzip the zippers as we will need them open to turn the pouch right side out later. Carefully turn the entire fabric piece so the wrong sides are visible on the outside. Now that everything is flipped, let's make sure those side seams line up perfectly. Use your fabric clips to secure the side seams together. Double check that the zipper ends are also neatly aligned, and secure them with clips as well. If you're using a label and want it to be hidden inside the pouch, this is the perfect time to add it. Simply place the label between the two lining fabric layers. If you want it to be visible on the outside, place it between the outer fabric layers. Sew this part together and leave an opening in the lining fabric as you sew. We'll use this gap later to turn the pouch right side out. Sometimes side zippers can add extra bulk and make sewing a bit tricky. Here's a simple trick. Grab a scrap piece of fabric and fold it into a few layers. Place it behind the needle to add stability and help you sew smoothly over the bulky areas. Trim all four corners. This helps reduce bulk in those areas, especially if you're using thicker fabrics. It's time to turn the pouch right side out through the opening we left in the lining fabric. To close the opening, simply sew it closed using a straight stitch. For an extra professional touch, you can use an invisible stitch technique, just like I showed in a previous video that appears in the top right corner. Tuck the lining fabric inside the pouch. Use your fingers to smooth out any wrinkles or folds inside the pouch. And that's it! Our fantastic dual zip pouch is finished. Thanks for following along with this tutorial. I'll see you in my next video. Bye!